millions of dollars investigating UFOs, and then they lied about it. Why have they lied about it? One reporter says he knows why. It's interesting. Stay tuned. Impeachment actually matters. UFOs, for years, were treated as the stuff of cranks and weirdos, but recently, people who are interested in the topic have been joined by a formidable ally, the American military. Turns out for years, the Pentagon spent millions investigating UFO phenomenon. They've lied about it. However, in a recent piece for the Washington Examiner, columnist Tom Rogan came out with a theory as to why they've been lying, and it's worth hearing. Tom Rogan joins us tonight. Tom, thanks so much for coming on. So one of the things you hear is, well, maybe these objects are Russian or Chinese, but your piece points out Russia and China have literally lost aircraft chasing these things. So they're not Russian or Chinese.
So we have a declassified British government document, which is a research document into UFOs, that points out a couple of times, actually, that about 4 Soviet pilots, perhaps Russian pilots since, were lost trying to engage these aircraft.
Were killed. Does it say how?
Doesn't say how. And I haven't been able to find out how. I did hear from someone, though, engaged was an appropriate term to use, so that they were trying to shoot these things down, was the implication.
Okay, so if Russia, China, and the U.S. have all had this experience, then these are not.
These are not. And I think that's a pretty clear assessment on the part of the military.
These are not made by human beings.
No. Well, yeah, I think that's a fair assessment based on the capabilities, especially with some of the aircraft that the Navy have seen in recent years are manifesting, right? That you have things that are going hundreds of knots under the water, anti-gravity, instantaneous hypersonic acceleration, that you have basically capability performance without jet propulsion.
Right.
This stuff is not stuff that China or Russia have anywhere near the capability
or that physics can explain.
Exactly.
So why is the Pentagon lying about this? Why have they lied about it for so long?
I mean, you know, that's the golden question. I think one reason is that a lot of people in the Pentagon fully don't understand what this is. I think they come to the conclusion it ain't from here.
Yeah.
But beyond that, they're somewhat flummoxed.
And you think they have come to that conclusion?
Yes, confidently.
They think this is extraterrestrial, just to be totally blunt about it.
Or extra-dimensional, something extra, let's put it that way.
It's not from this world.
Not from this world, and not from Elon Musk. You know, some people say maybe it's some secret billionaire somewhere. It's too advanced. It's also quite extraordinary the degree to which, when these things happen, right? When we've seen a lot of, you know, or some coverage, not as much as we would want to see on the Navy in particular, but the nuclear synergy, the nuclear identifier, that a guy, Robert Hastings, wrote a book about this 10, 15 years ago, which is at some point probably going to become a bestseller because it talks about these things actually deactivating, in a couple of cases, US and Soviet ICBMs in the Cold War. So whatever these things are, intelligent machines, they're not ghosts, blips on the radar. Also their ability to move, you know, both through space, air, and hundreds of knots underwater in terms of friction.
Nothing can go hundreds of knots. I mean, the whole thing is... So we're out of time, unfortunately. We should have led the show with this. We should be leading the show with this tomorrow, and so should every other newscast.
Well, it's great you're covering it. It's great you're covering it. No one else does.
Covering it more. It's unbelievable.
It is.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good to see you, Tom Rogan. We're out of time tonight. We'll be back tomorrow night, 8 p.m., the show that is the sworn enemy of lying, pomposity, smugness, and groupthink.
All right, Shalom. Before I get started with this lesson, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone who taught me this truth, and double salutation to all you Akim out there laboring, the house of David that's pushing his word with all truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Shalom to you, brothers. All right, so I'm back at you with another quick lesson through the Holy Spirit, okay? And Esau and these heathen nations realize that they are no match for the true living power, man, okay? They're getting ready to meet the Lord of hosts, the true angelic force, which they call UFOs, which are the angels of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, okay? This is the book of 2 Chronicles, chapter 20, and verse 6, and it reads, "And said, O Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, power of our fathers, art not thou power in heaven? And rulest not thou over all the kingdoms of the heathen? And in thy hand is there not power and might, so that none is able to withstand thee?" You see? So our enemies are getting ready to face the true heavenly power, all right? They're getting ready to see the true Space Force, man, okay? Let me grab this. This is Job chapter 37 and verse 23. And it reads, it says, touching the Almighty, we cannot find him out. You see, and this is what Esau is realizing, all right? They truly don't understand, okay, the true power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, okay? It says, we cannot find him out. He is excellent in power and in judgment. And in plenty of justice he will not afflict. Verse 24, it says, men do therefore fear him. He respect not any that are wise of heart, man, okay? Because as Esau admitted, okay, that this power that they're witnessing is not of this world, all right? And these military pilots have died trying to engage with the chariots, man, okay, which is proof that these nations' militaries are completely finished, man, because when the Lord comes on the scene, all right, that's it, man. Okay, the scriptures tell us that, you know, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is coming to wound the heads over many countries, man. All right, the Lord is getting ready to come and melt these damn devils, man. You see? Let me get this. All right, it's Isaiah chapter 31, verse 3. And it reads, it says, now the Egyptians are men and not the Most High, man. Okay, so Esau and the rest of these heathen nations, these damn devils, all right, they're finding out that they're just men. Okay, it says, now the Egyptians are men and not the Most High, and their horse is flesh and not spirit. When the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushua shall stretch out his hand, both he that helpeth shall fall, and he that is hoping shall fall down, and they shall fail together, man. All right, so the bottom line is that these nations, all right, and their militaries are no match for the Heavenly Father and his angels, man. Okay, they know that their destruction is inevitable, man. Okay, this is it. You see that? And that's why, you know, we're in that time where, you know, you got the Pentagon releasing all this information, you know, dealing with the so-called UFOs, which are the chariots, man. Okay, these Edomites in these nations are running scared, man. Okay, because they know that this is it for them, man. They know that the true power of Israel is coming to meet them, man. You see? Let me get this. All right, this is you know, just rolling the spirit, man, because hey, this is beautiful, man. Okay, our true power is coming to redeem us, man. Okay, he's coming to bring judgment upon these nations, man, just like it's written in the scriptures. All right, this is 2nd Ezra chapter 13, and I'm gonna start at verse 1. Okay, because Esau knows what time it is, man. All right, it's 2nd Ezra chapter 13, verse 1, and it reads, it says, and it came to pass after 7 days I dreamed a dream by night, and lo, there arose a wind from the sea, that it moved all the waves thereof. Okay, and it's actually talking about the firmament in the skies. All right, it says, verse 3, it says, and I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven. All right, and that man is Yahweh Shai, man. It said he waxed strong with the thousands of heaven, going into the chariots, man, the angels. Okay, and when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him. And whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burned that heard his voice, like as the earth felleth when it filleth the fire, man. Because, hey, the Lord is going to unleash those lasers out of them chariots, man, and turn these damn heathen into dust, man. Okay, he's going to completely destroy them. All right. Verse 5, it says, and after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of heaven to subdue the man that came out of the sea. But I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain and flew upon it. All right, so Ezra had the vision of seeing that gigantic fathership, man, in the skies, man. All right, and he likened it unto a great mountain, man. All right, just to describe to you, you know, how big and massive this chariot was, man. Okay, it said he graved himself a great mountain and flew upon it. Verse 7, it says, but I would not seen the region or place whereout the hill was graven, and I could not. And after this I beheld, and lo, all they were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid, and yet there's fight, man. All right, and that's happening now, man, due to this, you know, you had Donald Trump create the Space Force, man, because, hey, these devils are actually preparing to fight against Yahweh Hashem Yahushua and his angels, man. All right, and as you saw in this clip, man, these devils are scared, man. Okay, because they truly don't understand the true power that they're dealing with, man. Okay, they admitted that this force is not of this world, man. Okay? They know what's getting ready to happen. All right? Verse 9, it says, and lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war. But I only saw that he sent out of his mouth, as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests, man. Going into this concentrated energy that's going to come out of these chariots, man. Those laser beams, man. You see? Verse 11, it says, and they were all mixed together. The blast of fire, the flaming breath, the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight, and burned them up every one, so that upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude nothing was to be perceived, but only dust and the smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid, man, because the Lord is going to appear right in the midst of World War III, man. Okay, these nations are going to come together and try to fight against Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. Okay, as it tells you what in Revelation chapter 12 that there was war in heaven, man. You see, verse 12, it says, and after I saw the man come down from the mountain and call unto him a peaceable multitude. Okay. And it says, and there came much people unto him, which some were glad, some were sorry, and some of them were bound, and other brought of them were offered. And then I was sick through great fear, and I awakened and said, thou hast showed thy servant these wonders from the beginning, and hast counted me worthy that thou shouldst receive my prayer, man. Okay, because this was a fearful sight that Ezra saw, man. You see, to see the Lord come in his massive chariot and burn these people to dust, man. You see, so this is heavy, man. Let me jump down. This is verse. I'm gonna jump down to verse 31. Okay. Matter of fact, I started verse 30, and it says, and he shall come to the astonishment of them that dwell on the earth. All right, because people are going to be astonished, man. Okay, they're going to be caught off guard when Yahweh Shem Yahushua breaks these heavens and comes in with these chariots, man. Okay, when he comes in with the host of angels, man. All right, verse 31. The point, it says, and one shall undertake to fight against another, one city against another, and one place against another, one people against another, and one realm against another, man. All right, so Esau and these heathens and the rest of these devils, all right, are getting ready to be met with the angelic force, man. Okay, it said one realm against another, man. Okay, because hey, the Lord is coming to enter into this realm, all right, to take this world over, man. You see, so this is beautiful stuff, man. All right, and it's beautiful to see the fear on these devils' faces, man, because they have no idea of the power that they're dealing with, man. You know, I just wanted to bring this out, man. You know, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. All right, hey, these devils are done, man. Okay, they don't stand a chance, man. Hey, Space Force, no force, man. You know, but I'm gonna close it out by saying, call Halayim La Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. All right, double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone who taught me this truth, and double salutation to all you Akimato laboring. Shalom.